Stand right in front of the podium, please, sir. You have been elected by the voting delegates of Rotary International as district governor for 6460 for the year 2026-27 year. And their vote, they have expressed their confidence that you have the spirit of service, you have the ability to lead in the year ahead, you understand the principles of Rotary. Wasn't that fun, Florida?
Yes.
Yes. You are truly a representative of your profession and vocation. You have courage as a leader, the humility of a servant, and as district governor, your vision of understanding of Rotary and your application of the programs and key responsibilities. Please raise your right hand and respond to the following. Do you agree to the duties as district governor of 6460 to the best of your ability?
I do.
Do you agree to lead this district only in the actions of highest principles of Rotary?
I do.
Do you agree to conduct the service of business of this district in accordance to the Constitution and bylaws of both Rotary International and of this district?
I do.
Did you participate in the required district-elect training, including attending the International Assembly?
I did.
Musonda, by the authority of Rotary International in the District of 6460, I now install you as District Governor of Rotary International District 6460 for the year 26-27.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks.
Brother. Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, there's more.
Should I sit down?
No, you're going to stand here.
Yes.
Right here.
Okay.
District Governor-elect Nancy Waters, would you please come forward? Nancy,
Yes,
are you willing to follow all the bylaws of the district and Rotary International
yes, sir.
as set up and attend Rotary International Assembly come February
Yes.
of next year?
I do.
It is my pleasure, and with the authority of Rotary International, to introduce you to our district as our district governor-elect. Congratulations.
Okay. So, bring the mic over here.
Oh, sorry.
So, as Brett Graydon would say, this is from Russellhampton.
Yes.
You have a little prick.
Yes.
Okay.
Just a little prick.
You won't
Okay.
hurt me.
Okay.
You won't hurt me.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect, thank you.
Absolutely.
At this time, I would like the district treasurer, the district secretary, and do we have one of our assistant governors here?
Yes, Scott Rail is in back.
He's in the back. Come forward, please.
You want to do the,
Hang on.
yeah, do the
That's
assistant
assistant.
governor. yeah.
Okay. What do you want? Here's Scott.
Scooter, come over here.
Mike didn't pick it up.
Oh, he's here. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
here. I saw him back there. He cut out, I didn't hear him. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's because I keep touching this button. Is this? It is on.
Hold it down just for a second. You gotta hold the button. It'll come on.
Okay, I think we're back. Sorry about that. All right. No, Nancy, don't go. Oh, are you going to stab it? Please, no blood. Oh, okay. All right. Do you agree to conduct the service business of this district in accordance to the Constitution and bylaws, both of Rotary International and of this district? Say, I do. By the authority of Rotary International in the district of 6460, you're now installed.
There you go. All right.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right. Everybody in Musonda can sit down.
Thank you, guys.
Who's your club president?
Kai Redmon.
All right, Kai, your turn.
And then the PE is Dave Benton.
Oh, you want both of them?
Sure.
All right, we want both of you. Oh, go ahead.
So Kai is our current president. Bring your handsome face over here. And then in a few weeks, he'll be replaced by the Honorable Dave Benton. Please come forward. You scared?
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay.
It is my pleasure from the Rotary Club of Havana, Illinois, the home of the
Thanks, man.
District Governor of 6460-2526, to provide the banner to Edwardsville to your club president and club president-elect, Kai and Dave.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Good deal, yeah.
May this way bravely and with honor for the next year. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, man. Absolutely, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Should we hang it up?
I think we should hang it up. Yeah.
Okay,
About
while
the
you guys
forward,
work on the decorating, it's time, man. It's time. The floor is yours.
Yes.
No, don't worry about the time. This is your mic.
Okay,
Take as long as you want.
Perfect.
Have some
Thank you.
fun. Look at that.
Just replace the forward test. Thank you. Hi, everybody. I don't know if I should be moving around or I should just stand over here. Maybe it's best if I just stand over here. However, Ryan and those people won't see me. Decisions. Okay, I'll walk around. You prefer that? Okay. Okay. So maybe just an architectural solution. We should tear down this thing. So Martini, work on it. We should tear down this thing, the middle part. Okay. I don't know.
Test.
You're on. You gotta yell into that, man.
Thank you, Kai.
There you go, boss.
You're always helping me out. Okay, so starting again. Good evening, everybody. My name is Musonda Kapatamoyo, and I'm very honored to be in this position right now. So to start things off, I want to say to fellow Rotarians, to distinguished guests, family, friends, interactors, and Rotaractors, and the incredible leaders of District 460. I really like that you managed to find the time to come and participate in this event with us. But before we proceed, I want to honor a friend of mine, one who's an embodiment of fearless leadership and who's the event organizer for what she termed as Musonda Palooza. Her name is Ms. Jenn Cobbel. Is Jenn here? Jenn, could you please come forward? Where's Jenn? No, just that. Did she leave? Okay, please find her. Okay, while we're looking for Jenn, I also want to honor my friend and brother, the man that I'm replacing in this job, Mr. Bill Knecht. Bill, do you mind coming back here, please? You can have that. This one. So the way Bill did that installation, it felt like a marriage, you know? And when Nancy was coming in, I met her out here. She said, you know, look like you're getting married in this suit. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel a little underdressed.
Yeah, you're fine, you're fine. So Bill, he's our district governor right now. And he's just an amazing man. He's from Havana, which is in that's Central?
Yeah, Central.
Central Illinois. I've been there a couple of times, and just the last time we had a huge event at his house. That was called the Council of Governors, where all the past district governors came together. And that whole event was to help me, basically, to prepare for this role. So all these people, you know, gave me tips, they gave me suggestions, they gave me things that, you know, I need to do better, and projects to focus on, and who to talk to, and so forth. And he hosted that thing, and he had good steak that you... Yeah, you did great. And shrimp?
And shrimp.
Because I'm vegetarian, so he was like, you're going to get you some shrimp. So that was pretty cool. So I want to thank Bill with a pin that is a rare pin. It's got a diamond in it, like a real diamond from Botswana. This is a pin for past district governors. So you are the 114th district governor for this great district, and we thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
We're not done. I was telling Mike Robson, our treasurer, that he's going to pay for a lot of stuff, you know, because I'm extravagant. Oh, man. So, as a token of appreciation from our district, we want to give this to Bill Knecht for his year of service. He's been an inspirational leader for us and done a lot of initiatives, including ramping up the visits to the Interact clubs, all of them that you visited, because as you guys know, interactors are the future of our organizations. So thank you so much. This is yours.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And the rest of the hardware is in there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, back to the script now. Thank you, Jenny. Okay. Is Janet here? Oh, no, not Jen. Sorry. Jenn Cobbel. Jenn, where you at? Please come over here. So, can I hold your hand?
Yes.
Okay. So you got to ask nowadays, obviously. Okay. So you guys know this is a big deal. I mean, as you can see, the presentation is excellent. The room is fantastic. I'm going to use all these adjectives and whatnot, but Jenn here did a great job. When Jenn joined our club, she made the mistake of telling everybody that she had been organizing balls in Japan, military balls, right? because her husband is a veteran and they lived in Japan for a long time. And we thought, we could use that. So when we did the 100th year anniversary last year, she was one of the main participants and helped us with that effort. So when my thing was coming up, it was a no-brainer. We were like, who do we go to? Let's go to Jenn Cobbel. And we did. And she's done an amazing job because she's one that you don't even have to ask. You don't have to give any instructions. She's the one with the plan. So for that, we really appreciate it. Now, on behalf of the home nursery, on behalf of the home nursery and the Soswi family, we'd like to present you with this centerpiece. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Actually, it's from a Market Basket, so Clay, I need the reimbursement for that. And thanks for coming, Clay. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we can start. So the man I'm replacing, he mentioned that he's a Boy Scout by heart. And him and I shared that even before we met, before we became Rotarians. So Bill, do you remember our Scout oath? Maybe you and I should say it together. On my honor,
I will do my best
to do my duty
to God and my country
and obey and to help other people at all times.
to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
100%. So Bill lives by that. And then he also lives by the forward test. So he has so many rules that he has to live by. And as he told us tonight, Barb also planned this whole year. That's the third type of rules. So he's an excellent person, and I learned so much from him. So I'm deeply humbled, to be following you, and profoundly grateful for all the help that you've given me. But I'm also fully aware that arriving at this moment doesn't happen alone. It happens with other people. So I'm just filled with gratitude. When I was trying to make this speech for tonight, I had so many different permutations of this. I could have gone with the statistics, because this year we just rocked it. I mean, Bill was on top of stuff. I could have gone with that. I could have gone with the foundation, like Tom Stites' team that did, who are rocking that area as well. I could have gone with the financials, as Mike Robson at the back, held us, fiduciary strong, and we ended up, with a lot of money, different ports and so forth. I could have gone with Rotary Youth Exchange, as Sue Corby and Siri back there, could actually testify to us. There's so many things that were happening. But then I was, last minute, I was like, okay, maybe Rotarians can read that in the newsletter, or they can go to the website and check that out themselves. So then I caught on to the hook that Dan O'Brien actually just did, and I thought maybe I should talk more about that, and then that expresses my vision for this coming year. So I want to acknowledge those who believed in me and guided me and opened doors for me along this journey. Of course, I mentioned Bill, and also Dan O'Brien did mention that him and I, we take trips together, and that's because he drives a Prius, and then I drive a truck that's a 3.6 liter, and gas, 6.7 nowadays. So I drive to Carlinville. You like that? So I drive to Carlinville, park my truck at the intersection, gas stop, whatever, and he picks me up in his Prius, and we go all over the world, and we talk about a lot of things. I'd also like to acknowledge Neil Miller, who's not here, but he was governor when he invited me to be on the G line. So Rotary is a bunch of alphabet soup, so the G line stands for governor line. So you come in as a district governor nominee designate. And then you become district governor nominee, and then district governor elect, and then district governor eventually. And all through this time, you're being taught so many things at that level. You're traveling all over the state, different states, and then also internationally. So for example, I've been to Canada last year, to Calgary with Amber here, to attend the Rotary International Convention. And this year, me and Mumba are going to go to Taipei in like 3 weeks. in Taiwan. That's where the RI convention is this year. Next year is in Barcelona. So Rotary gives us these opportunities to go learn from other people and interact with other people. I'd also like to mention Mark Shashek, the invocator. You still here? Fantastic. So Mark, he has a special story. He's the guy that sponsored me. Because, you get sponsored in this club, and then he vouches for me, like I'm a good guy, and so far, how's it looking? It's looking good? Fantastic. Yeah, so Mark sponsored me, and I came here, and I've been a happy member of the Rotary Club of Edwardsville since February of 2013, and also, just like Jack Butler, I've got perfect attendance. Just 40 years separation. Another guy that I'd like to acknowledge is my brother-in-law, Godfrey Mwanza, whom some of you have met because he comes here every once in a while. He's a Rotarian in Zambia, and he's the one who told me about Rotary and made me aware of it. And eventually, I followed this path because he's like a big brother to me. And I think he's watching on this thing because we're recording it and, all that stuff, streaming live. So thank you to all those people. For me, leadership is never an individual accomplishment. It is a relay race. As you can see up here, we have a plan for each year. And if somebody's not there, somebody steps in. So we're very prepared for anything as an organization. So someone hands you the baton and trusts you to run your leg really well and expects you prepare for the next runner. In my case, the next runner is Nancy Waters from Quincy. So tonight I also want to thank my family, and Bill was right. The family is really involved in this endeavor because I disappear and I'm just like, okay, I'm going to go to Macomb, I'm going to go to Havana, I'm going to go to Quincy, and they're like, okay, do whatever. And I just leave. So they're very supportive, but I want to thank you guys for your patience, for your encouragement, and for your unwavering partnership as I step into this role and also the past roles that I've held in Rotary. So thank you so much. So Dan mentioned that I'm going to consider myself as a chief storyteller. So my speech really is going to be about a story. I joined Rotary out of one word, basically, which is a relationship. So I mentioned that my brother-in-law, who's in Zambia, is a Rotarian there. And Rotary is an international organization. Brian mentioned that there's 1.2 million Rotarians in a lot of countries and territories. And everywhere you go, a Rotarian is a Rotarian. And this guy was telling me, you should be a Rotarian, eventually, you gotta grow out of JCs. And nothing wrong with JCs, because me and Scooter over there were in the JCs together. But he was like, you gotta grow out of this thing. So I did, and I became a Rotarian. So that was my first relationship with Rotary. But his ability to tell me about it, the anchor word there is awareness. So he raised awareness in me about this beautiful, wonderful organization that's helping people all over the world to connect and also to bring certain privileges that they don't have. Like Dan mentioned, water and health and things of that nature. Then 15 years ago, I was serving on the Citizens Advisory Committee, which was part of the District 7 board, basically. And my role on this committee was to advise on technology grants. And Mark Shashek was our chair. And he always wore the pin, the Rotary pin. So at this point, I'm aware of Rotary, but I just don't know what it is. Then I see the pin. I'm like, dude, what is that? He said, well, this is Rotary. And I said, can I join you? Or, my brother-in-law spoke about it. Can I join you? And he said, please come. So you brought me in. 3 meetings later, I was inducted as a new member. And I just enjoyed the whole thing. So what Mark did was what we call branding, because he was carrying the pin with him everywhere he went. So I urge each one of us to do the branding part of Rotary. Please, please, please wear your pin wherever you go. It has helped me a lot. Even when traveling overseas, I've got the Rotary magazine in an aircraft, and somebody, because I sit in economy, and somebody's coming like this, and they see the magazine, they're like, oh, fellow Rotarian. I'm like, yeah, sure. That is branding. So Mark, thank you for that. Then when I joined, that's when things started happening. I met Brad Moore said this, and he called Mr. John Gibbons one of my good friends, which is true, but he's late now, so I can't even talk to him anymore, but, I miss him a lot. So John Gibbons, whom you guys know, comes to me and says, oh, welcome to Rotary, but if you want to know more about Rotary, you got to go to these events. You got to go to the district conference. And that year, it was in Peoria. I was like, okay, sure, what is that? He said, no, you know what it is when we go. So he comes to my house, and as soon as he comes over there, he moves to the passenger seat of his green Chevy Malibu and wants me to drive. So, I've got a, soft heart for other people, which was fine. I was like, I'm going to drive you because you look like my dad, right? So I start driving this guy to Peoria. Now he's got a captive audience. And he's telling me about Rotary Youth Exchange and how Edwards Rotary Club used to be a champion in hosting people. And then we lost our Rotary Youth Exchange office at that point. And he said, you can do this, You've got, some international blood in you or something. You can do this stuff very well. And I'm going to be your youth exchange counselor, so I'm going to support you. So what he did to me in that ride to Peoria and back was that he gave me relevance. So already we're talking about relationships, awareness, and then branding and relevance. So I became youth exchange officer, and I loved it. I did it for 10 years, managed to take my first kid to Spain, Ethan. Ethan here, you guys remember Ethan? He was really shy when he went. When he came back, this dude was vibrant. He could talk to hundreds of people. He was just amazing. The second kid we took was to Poland, Abby. Abby is Haitian American, so she spoke Creole and French, ended up in Poland and spoke Polish in addition to English. And now she's a Marine. She's fixing like helicopters or whatever in California. She became a Marine. And then, of course, we brought people in. And one thing I learned, of course, about the Youth Exchange program is that you learn to have a tough skin. You don't say no when people say, we can't host this here. You just keep going back. Eventually they crack, and then once they have the kid, they just love the kid. An example is Dan Abeg, who hosted Renee last year. He just loved it. And as you guys could tell, Renee came back for spring break, which was amazing. So I really love the program. I want you guys to consider hosting a kid. In fact, this year, our student is coming from Japan. And guess who's going to Japan next month? Musonda. I am going to Japan. I'm going to Tokyo to present my research on artificial intelligence, and I hope I can meet this young lady and the family and the district and so forth. So that would be cool. Then, of course, I was coming every day. These guys described me as somebody who's fun-loving. I show up with a nice smile every day. But I didn't know they were watching my moves, So when Steve Grant was president, he comes to me after Chandler Vandenberg, scooted out to Texas. He was like, we want you to be on the board. And I was elected to the board of Edwards Rotary Club. It's a ladder. Like, you start off doing not very much. You organize the roadside pickup, which is fun. And then you do like membership, and then you do some vocational stuff. You do international service. You do youth exchange and so forth. So that ladder system over 6 years is what I call mentorship or scaffolding. So I was really mentored and prepared to become the 99th president of our club in 23-24, a year that I think we did really well. I learned a lot about fundraising. I knew everybody's name and email and, not where they lived, but about everything about everybody, really. So it was really interesting to me, but very impactful. So that's the word mentorship that our club has that helps everybody coming in here. So these experiences, for me, enriched me greatly. And one word that I remember, or one phrase I remember, is our past president, Mark Vogel here, every time we have an induction, you say the same thing, and I can predict it all the time. You know what you say? Exactly. How did you figure that out? Mark always says to new people, you get out of Rotary what you put into Rotary. And there's nothing truer than that. Because if you don't show up, guess what? You miss out. If you don't participate, you don't know what's going on. If you do, then you know what's going on. Then you meet the people, then you know them, and then they become your friends, they become your family, as Bill said. Without that participation, really nothing's going to happen. You're just a Rotarian on paper. Your dues are fine, but we want you to show up. That's how you build camaraderie, you build community, and so forth. So, Mark, thank you so much for that. And just a segue, Mark's lady here is also my my karaoke partner. We have to fix it here, sir. We could do a song if you guys, put in some money into the Polio Plus. Okay. Then, so I did the Rotary, Edwards Rotary Club thing, and then I moved up to the district. At the district level, I was invited, I was interviewed basically, and Neil Miller did the interviews, right? And my board, who are sitting here, they supported me. There's a ton of paperwork that they had to send out, and Carrie, who's not here, she was sending out paperwork to these guys called the District Governor Nominating Committee, and they were on top of it. They really wanted me to be in that thing. Did you see the correspondence, Bill? There you go. So I felt really supported, but one word that Neil used when he was interviewing me, and I have an old phone, I have an iPhone 10, so sometimes when I'm speaking, I gotta put it on speakerphone, so I put him on speakerphone so I could hear him really well. And he said he thought I was going to be a transformational leader. So transformational leader means many, many things, because, as you can tell, definitely I'm gonna be a transformational leader. From my accent, from my background, from all that stuff. And he picked that up, and he said, you're going to be a transformational leader. And I thought, this is the right moment for me to step into this thing, right? And I really stepped up. I asked my family, if they were cool with it. They were cool with it. I was like, okay, we're going to do this thing. So just the word salad that I gathered here, number one is awareness. Let's deliberately work on awareness, giving people information about our organization. And then number two is branding. Let's carry our swag with us, Rotary pin is easy, And then relevance, which means when somebody comes into the club as a new person, give them something to do. They might not know what to do because they haven't, they don't know the lay of the ground there, but please give them something to do so they can use their treasure, their time and talent to the best of their abilities. And then mentorship, meaning we carry somebody from where they are and then see them to the future, line by line, or in a ladder system, as my board did for me, which prepared me to lead this organization. The last word I'm going to give you came from my dad. And Dan did mention that whatever I'm doing right now, probably imitating my mom, because my mom, she's awesome, and I think she's watching. I just moved out of frame. But she's up 1 a.m. in Zambia. She's watching on video call. My dad is dead, died in 2018. But I miss him every day. One thing he said, and I'm going to tell my kids too, is that a good name is more important than anything. Whether it's Rotary, we need to have a good name. And as individuals as well, we need to have a good name. So he said that a good name is better than status even. It's better than having a lot of money. Good name is what carries you forward in every relationship that you make. Man, I've even lost my train of thought because I'm thinking about the guy. Old England. My dad's nickname was Old England, because that's what we called him, because Zambia was a colony of England in the past, and he had these characteristics of being like a tough guy, very strict person, like the English before him. So we called him Old England. So he might be listening someplace and just trying to mess up with me. But he did say, guard your name with all your might. So as a young person, I thought he meant reputation. But over time, as I've grown, I realized that he meant something much deeper. He meant character. We need to show up with good character. He meant integrity. We need to have integrity in everything that we do. He meant that a life of service matters more than a life of status. And I've mentioned this at my club before, that I feel very privileged to have 2 hands, 2 feet, a mouth to speak. So naturally, I gotta give that to people that don't have those things that I have. So I learned that from my dad. So all the things that I've learned from all these people and my parents and my sisters and brothers and my family basically prepared me to be in this role. I'm going to be done here quickly. Something that didn't come up in Dan's expose of my life is that I also own a soccer club. I own 314 STL Soccer Club in the Metro East. So this is a club that's for minority young men. And the reason we started this club was that my son played soccer for Scott Gallagher. You did, right? And but Milali, for the most time, was the only black kid in those programs, for the most time. So I thought we should change this status quo. So me and Charles Rankin, who's a professional soccer player and the coach for the STOFC, we started this team. And it's comprised of kids from minority backgrounds. And last year, we won the entire league. And, thank you. That is my other work, apart from Rotary and SIUE, because I have to drive these kids to Kentucky, to Indiana, to places in Missouri. I drive the bus because I'm the oldest, and I can't play because I'm well-nourished, obviously. But just working with these young people really gives me a lot of happiness. And I see my brother Tapiwa there. He's one of our sponsors from Jewel, right? Thank you for your sponsorship. But the mission for that soccer team is to build character, like my dad taught me, in these young men. And we do that by creating discipline, accountability, leadership, and service, so that these people, these young men, can continue to positively contribute to their communities and also to this country that we call home, that has given us so many opportunities. And that's because trophies fade, titles change, but character lasts the entire life. So that's my program. In fact, tonight they're playing in Crivco. I missed it because, I couldn't miss this one. So I'm sure they'll do fine without me. Okay, so about the storytelling part. I picked up this storytelling officer job or title in my travels. Rotary International has allowed me to go to various events across the United States and around the world. And everywhere I went, whether it's in Ecuador, in South Korea, in Africa, in Europe, every Rotarian basically just accepted me because I was a Rotarian. It was very heartwarming. And one of the events, I can't remember which one, the leader of that club said he's the chief storytelling officer. And I thought, wow, this is the greatest job that you can have. And this is because Rotarians are self-motivated. I mean, if you join Rotary, you're already self-motivated to help out. But people don't know that. So those of us here in leadership, we have to be storytelling officers. And that is because stories do matter. Stories inspire action. Stories remind people why Rotary still matters. And friends, Rotary stands as an important moment in history. And the history we are right now is an inflection point for Rotary because, as you can tell if you just read the news, multilateral aid has kind of frozen. For example, the US aid froze out, and Rotary has stepped in to help with some of these programs that were funded by multilateral agencies. These include peace building, obviously, disease prevention, water and sanitation, maternal and child health, basic education and literacy, community economic development, and protecting the environment. These things still matter, and our international service should be focused on these to the greatest extent as possible. My club has been very fortunate to have the district global grants chair in our club. Dr. TK is back there. He's the guy to go to if you wanted a global grant. And we've benefited a lot from his expertise I know Amber is working on a global grant with some people in Uganda. Are you going to put paperwork in?
What?
Are you going to put the paperwork eventually? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so we do that, but we really have to step in and help people that are less privileged than we are. To do this stuff, we have to use all the resources that we have, including artificial intelligence, which is reshaping our work and how we communicate, and even how we understand truth itself. So to end this speech, I was given 10 minutes, which I think I'm at 9 right now. And here's why I'm rushing to finish this speech, because yesterday, Mr. Larry Mosby over there, he told me, I gotta wrap up quickly because, I gotta go to bed and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, old man, we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna honor Mr. Mosby and, oh, he told me that he's gonna go to bed. So I'm gonna wrap up quickly, but I'm really, really, really happy that you came. Okay. So anyways, Rotary has a lot of roots, We have wonderful traditions that we follow. We have depth. As you guys heard, just our club alone is 101 years old this year. Other clubs are older, like Granite City, and other clubs are even older than ours. But the entire organization has been around the world 125 years. So what I think about organizations with strong roots is that they should not fear the wind. Things are changing. Like I said, we're at an inflection point. We shouldn't fear the wind, but we should adapt. We should innovate. We should grow stronger, and we should have even deeper roots. These roots are our service, our relationships, our integrity, and our commitment to our communities that we live in. And with these roots, we create lasting impact. Because, as you guys know, why am I sweating? When a tree goes tall, it goes as deep in the ground. That's why it stays, settled. So the depth in the ground is the root system, and we have that, right? We're strong. Up here is what people see, and that's the story that we have to tell every time we get a chance. So to end, I want us to focus on expressing our relevance to communities. I want us to reframe the question, how we recruit members, to how do we create more opportunities for service and belonging, so that recruitment doesn't become the driver for bringing in new people, but giving people a sense of belonging so they want to participate in what we're doing because we're cool, right? That's the story we should tell, and that's how we should reframe this question. I also believe that communities are looking for meaning, right? They want to belong to what we're doing, they want to contribute, they want to make a difference. And our organization becomes the vehicle for them to do that. So the mission for District 6460 is very clear next year. We're going to focus on club experience. We shall strengthen membership through belonging and want to emphasize service that's impactful, sustainable, and scalable. And I can't overemphasize this. We have to up our foundation giving. So each one of us can give to the foundation $25 every quarter, every 3 months. So that comes to $100, right? In our club, we have this experience, and I saw Mr. Ed Rodney back there somewhere. Here's Mr. Ed Rodney. Him and Mr. Bill Felipe, they are our foundation people, and they've organized a circle of friends that gives minimum $100 a year. That's $25 a quarter. And that money goes to the foundation. That money comes around to give Paul Harris fellowships to members in our club and people in our community as well. So thank you so much for that. Okay, I'm holding you guys before bedtime. So the last things here is I want us to recognize our young people. Thanks for coming. Yeah, thanks for coming. You guys are the future of our Rotary and our organization. We want to empower you with whatever you guys want to do. So our current district governor was giving a grant of $250 to every Interact club that wanted it, if that had something to do with it. So we want that program to continue, and want you guys to be very engaged with Rotary, as we said. Last thing. So, I know, right? Man. So as you guys know, I'm from Zambia, which is in Southern Africa. And over there, we like to speak like in parables and things of that nature. And one of the sayings that I really, really like, we call it an African proverb, goes something like this. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So I am thinking District 6460 has to go far, and we have to do that together. That means we have to collaborate. We'll be coming up with programs that are inter-club and also multi-district. Please participate in those things so that together we can do much more impactful work. We can charter new clubs in areas that we have not been involved in the past. And we're going to invest in people. We're going to help families. The last 4 programs, except the last one on Thursday, but at my club, the last 4 programs all involved children, helping children with literacy, people that were homeless that got housed, people that were in foster care, got clothing. That kind of thing does matter in our community, you know? And if we can identify those opportunities to help, I think we're going to have the more lasting impacts in our communities. So tonight, I ask you to join me. Please let us deepen our roots. Let's embrace the wind of change. Let us lead courageously. And together, let us create lasting impacts. And with that, I can drop the mic, but I'm going to break it. So I'm going to drop this. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to pass the mic to this guy, whom you know, Mr. Brian Moho. I really appreciate you, man. Awesome job. Thank you.
Well, we still look forward to the
Thanks,
year ahead.
Thank you, man.
We do. Musonda is a global thinker. He is. And isn't it nice to have leadership, not only at our club, stories he tells, travels, fluent in multiple languages. I mean, it's just, he's a person you sit down with and your perspective changes on your situation. And it can change pretty quickly. And so we're honored to have that sort of leadership in our district. So just a quick final thoughts. He wanted me to pass along. If you would like to come up front after well, of course, talk to Musonda, but have group photos, maybe your club members, district lineup, okay? And this would be a good area to do it, but, and he would like to get those photos passed on to him, so that would be terrific. So let's do this. So let's have a toast to Musonda, okay, and his year is ahead. And at Bill, as he concludes his great year of leading our district, I think all the booze, Musonda. So you can just drink water with that. So why don't we all stand, toast to Musonda and Bill. Here it is: to service above self, to lasting friendships, into a year creating a lasting impact across District 6470. And as Musonda would say, cheers, everyone. Hey. Kai, ring that bell. Good.